What's going on, Internet? So check this out. The things that you do the most consistently in life becomes a part of who you are. That's how it's so easy and quickly possible for you to formulate a habit over time. And it doesn't take that long at all, but it takes approximately twice as long to remove the habit once it's become a part of your subconscious, part of who you are. Now, I preface that way because it seems that in our so-called culture, we are infatuated
Are you not entertained?
with entertainment.
Not entertained.
And the entertainment that we're most infatuated
Is
with,
this not why you are here?
most of it is negative. Now, I know a lot of y'all, when y'all hear me express what I'm going to express, since you're switched or have formulated a habit to default to something negative, your first thing is going to be to have a rebuttal, be combative, lash out at me, probably try to take some type of personal attack against me, whatever, or a personal thought against me, instead of listening with your mind and your heart about what I'm saying. Because I'm not judging any of y'all. I don't know you. So when I speak, it's always judicious. It always comes from a place of universal understanding. Because in some capacity, I learned what I speak about through myself. So I'm just sharing the universal thoughts of how I changed myself, not how you should change and live your life. I don't know you, but I could give you an advice. I can guide you if you're willing to listen, for sure. I absolutely can do that. With that being said, seems like we're infatuated with entertainment, and most of it is ignorance. What that does is it causes an imbalance within yourself because it convolutes your mind. And the balance isn't 50-50. You want to put yourself in an environment as much as possible that is positive. And with these supercomputers that we all walk around with in our pockets and purses, it's easier than ever to access things that are entertaining, things that are full of knowledge, and things that can feed your mind or can at least stabilize the imbalance that we currently are in now. All of the social media that we mostly consume is negative. The movies is negative. The music is negative. The imagery is negative, and we just eat it all up. Now, what was the impetus behind this video was that 50 Cent and T.I. situation, so-called beef that they have going on. And it just blows up, goes viral, and nothing good comes from it. But we eat it up. We can't turn away from it. We got to check up on it every day, and the algorithm keeps spoon feeding it like a baby, and we eat it up. Now, guess what's going to happen? Check out the hypocrisy. Guess what's going to happen if they really had beef and somebody got hurt? Then y'all going to be all on the internet with the praying hands and the Bible scriptures, and you'll be saying all of that, and we need to come together, and we need to do better, and all of this other stuff will be going on. But when it's actually in the thick of things, everybody just clicks and likes and shares and follows and everything else. But this type of content, that is a righteous type of energy, y'all will leave me hanging, right? That's the imbalance. See, I'm fully aware about the content that I create and how it's a process that is more of a marathon than a sprint. And I'm all for it. And the reason why I understand that, because that's the story of my life. Everything has always been a process and a journey for me. Nothing happened overnight for me. But with that process and over time, what I learned is that that's what's conducive for me. That's who and what makes me who I am. And so I embrace it Because not only do I always achieve the goals and the desires and aspirations that I set out for, the surprising thing about it is I find that there are a multitude of other things that I learn about myself and about life that I never planned for. And so that excites me. So that's why I don't get on here and show my cars, show my house, show my clothes, all of my jewelry, all the things that I've achieved and all the things that I have, all the toys that I have, my motorcycle, and just brag and show y'all all about the trips. And I done been to basically every island that you can name. I done been to it, right? But I don't get on here promoting all of that because I am about savoring the moments that I experience more so than saving them and trying to share them with individuals just so I can garner some type of attention or some type of validation. I don't seek that. My validation comes from within. And so what comes from within me, look at that sun shining on a brother. I can't be defeated. And so that validation that comes from within me, I give it out for free. That's what I'm about. That's how balance looks. And so we just a product of our conditioning, but that doesn't make it an excuse. Because doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting different results. Thank you, universal God. Look at that sun shining on his melanin. Talking that righteous talk. God bring the sun out for a brother. But doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results is a form of insanity. That's a mental disorder. And so at some point in time, we need to break that monotony. We need to break that change, and we need to face ourselves. It's all right to get a little bit of entertainment. Again, I indulge in some of it. I'm not a hypocrite, but I'm not imbalanced either. So are you not entertained? Let me know in the comments. I said, are you not entertained? You know, always seeking pleasure over purpose is a detrimental state for your mindset to be in. Pleasure is and has its purpose. It is a necessity to a degree. It does release the pleasure hormones in your brain, makes you feel good. That serotonin, dopamine, that adrenaline. But just like anything in life, too much of anything can hurt you. That's why it's all a balance through all life. It doesn't rain every day. It's not scorching sunny every day. It's always a balance. It's not freezing cold every day. It's not 105 degrees every day. It's always a balance. All of those things intertwine and intermingle in unison, like a dance, like a waltz, like a symphony. Every instrument goes together to bring along and bring forth the whole. That's how you operate. That's how your body operates. And anytime it isn't, it causes instability and it causes an imbalance. So balance out your entertainment. Don't be a detriment to your own self. Do with it what you will, do with it what you feel. I'll holler at y'all on the next one. It's ManTality. One love. It's optimum lifestyles, baby. I'll holler at y'all.